Good morning, dear students. Welcome you all in today's history class. Today, we will continue the chapter Delhi Sultanate, a story of an Islamic empire based in Delhi. In today's class, you will learn stories of rulers of Tughlaq dynasty. Before I start Tughlaq dynasty, I want to share learning outcomes with you. At the end of today's class, you will be able to describe Muhammad Tughlaq's projects which failed. Means Muhammad Tughlaq took many steps to consolidate the Sultanate, but he lacked common sense. That's why his projects emptied his treasure. At the end of today's class, you will be able to describe in your own words the projects started by Muhammad bin Tughlaq which ended in utter failure. You will also be able to write the reforms made by Firoz Tughlaq to redress the grievances of people. Means due to wrong policies of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he had to face many rebellions in different parts of his sultanate. So, after his death, his cousin Firoz Tughlaq became sultan. He made many reforms to please nobles and common people. So, at the end of today's class, you will be able to write those reforms made by Firoz Tughlaq to redress the grievances of the people. So let us revise first whatever we have done earlier. Dear students, we have studied about two dynasties of Delhi Sultanate, Slave dynasty and Khalji dynasty. We have also studied the contributions of these dynasties, especially rulers of these dynasties. In previous class, we studied that how Alauddin Khalji, who was an ambitious person, proved himself to be a brave general and skilled administrator. He made many economic reforms to uplift his economy. He ruled for 20 years and died in 1316 CE. But his successors could survive only up to 1320 only. The last ruler of Khalji dynasty was Khusro. Ghazi Malik defeated and murdered him. He murdered Khusro. Then Ghazi Malik took the name of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq and he founded Tughlaq dynasty. So dear students, let us continue with the stories from Tughlaq dynasty. Tughlaq dynasty was founded by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. In the beginning, he was just an ordinary on an ordinary position. Later on, he became governor. He was a great warrior and an able administrator. He restored the peace and order as the whole country was in the grip of unrest and lawlessness. He worked for the better conditions of peasants. He also withdrew some of the taxes imposed on peasants. He had a son, Juna Khan. And Juna Khan, he wanted to become Sultan as early as possible. So he made a plan. He made a plan to kill his father so that his father could die and he could become next ruler. So his father Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq died in an accident when a pandal set up for his welcome fell on him. So it was a planned murder. So after the death of his father, Juna Khan took the name of Muhammad bin Tughlaq and he became Sultan in 1325 CE. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a mixture of opposites. He was a great scholar, but he lacked common sense. Means first he took a decision, then he started thinking over it, that it's a useful or a useless decision. He think about he didn't think first earlier. He opposed the interference of the ulemas in the matter of the state. That's why ulemas were against him. Ulemas were the religious heads. So they became against Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq made many projects, but those projects failed and caused heavy loss to the royal treasury. Let us discuss those projects one by one. First of all, he transferred his capital from Delhi to Devgiri. He renamed Devgiri as Daulatabad also later on. So he planned that he will shift his capital from Delhi to Devgiri. Please look at the slide. He thought by doing so he will be safe from attacks of Mongols and he will also be able to control Deccan in a better way. The distance between Delhi and Devgiri was 950 kilometers. 950 kilometers, and there were no transport facilities. But this shifting was the order of a king. It caused many hardships. Many people, many animals died on the way to Devgiri. On the other hand, in his absence from the north, encouraged frequent attacks from Mongols. Can you imagine what happened next? After 5 years, he realized that the decision of transfer of capital was not a right decision. So he again ordered a retreat, means again back to Delhi. And it caused even greater hardship to people. Delhi once again became the capital of the Sultanate. Now, Muhammad bin Tughlaq decided to cover the loss of his previous projects. What was that? Yes, transfer of capital. So he started a new project. He imposed land tax in the Doab area at 50% of the produce. Please see in the slide. The farmers were stunned by this order. So, please see the slide. The farmers had recently suffered due to the widespread famine. Means they were already in problem, and Tughlaq ji, he increased their problems by imposing 50% of the land tax. Many farmers gave up cultivation. Their land became barren, and this project also failed badly. When he realized his mistake, he not only withdrew his orders but also extended help to farmers so that they could start cultivation again. Now, the failure of his projects emptied his treasure. He did not stop here. He then started his new project. He decided to issue token currency of copper instead of silver coins. Initially, they were using coins made up of silver, and he decided now we will use token currency of copper. You must be thinking, then he must be relaxed. No. This project also increased his problems. Circulation of counterfeit coins increased, means there was lot of fake currency. Now people made it themselves. Again, he had to withdraw his orders, and he asked the people to please come and exchange their copper coins with silver coins. Yes, exchange of fake currency with real silver coins. This again caused a heavy loss to the royal treasury. This way, his all projects failed. Dear students, I hope now you can describe the projects of Muhammad bin Tughlaq which failed in your own words. Let us revise them again from my slide. His first project was transfer of capital. Second project, increase in the land tax. And third project, it was issuing of token currency of copper instead of silver coins. Good. Muhammad bin Tughlaq had no son. So after his death, his cousin Firoz Tughlaq was made next sultan. Firoz Tughlaq was an intelligent person. He adopted the policy of appeasing, means pleasing the nobles, ulemas and orthodox Muslims. Means he started pleasing them. He wanted to strengthen his position. He imposed jizya on Hindus. Now jizya was a tax paid by non-Muslims to live in an Islamic state. He granted civil and military official positions to ulemas, religious heads in Muslim religion. He was a staunch Sunni Muslim. He considered himself the servant of God. He made many reforms to redress the grievances that people had against Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He constructed many tanks and canals. Old tanks were repaired. He reduced land revenue. He also introduced coins of smaller denomination. He opened schools and gave grants to scholars. He helped poor Muslims. He laid 1200 fruit gardens around Delhi and founded new cities: Hisar, Jaunpur, Firozabad, Firozpur, etc. Please speak after the names of cities once again. Please speak after me. Hisar, Jaunpur, Firozabad, Firozpur. Good. He also got Sanskrit text translated into Persian. So, dear student, I hope you can write the reforms made by Firoz Tughlaq to redress the grievances of the people. Let us revise them once again from my slide. First of all, he constructed many tanks and canals. The old tanks were repaired. Land revenue was reduced. Markets were opened to sell the surplus produce. New coins for smaller denominations were introduced. He laid 1200 fruit gardens. He opened schools and gave grants to the scholars to promote literary activities. He got Sanskrit text translated into Persian, and he also helped poor Muslims. The last ruler of Tughlaq dynasty was Nasiruddin Tughlaq. During his time, means during the time of Nasiruddin Tughlaq, Temur Lang invaded India, and he took away a large amount of wealth along with many artisans for the decoration of his capital at Samarkand. After the death of Nasiruddin Tughlaq, the Sultanate, Delhi Sultanate, got divided into many small kingdoms. Then an Amir named Daulat Khan was appointed as the ruler of Delhi. And in 1414 CE, Sayyid Khizr Khan, he attacked Delhi and defeated Daulat Khan. And Sayyid Khizr Khan founded Sayyid dynasty. 4 rulers of this dynasty ruled up to 1451 CE when Behlul Lodhi attacked, and later on he founded Lodhi dynasty in India. Now let us revise whatever we have done today with the help of textbook. Same as earlier, I will ask you questions and you will try to think upon the right answer. Okay. The founder of Mughal dynasty was, the founder of Tughlaq dynasty was Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. He was a kind ruler. He improved the condition of peasants. He died in an accident when a pandal set up for his welcome fell on him. Actually, this was planned by his son Juna Khan, and later on he took up the name Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He opposed the interference of ulemas in the matter of states. The first project launched by him was transfer of capital from Delhi to Devgiri. It caused many hardship. Why? Due to absence of transport facilities. Good. His second project was increase in land tax up to 50%. And where did he start this project? In Doab area. Good. This project also failed. His next project was issuing of token currency of copper instead of silver coins. Then what happened next? Increase in the circulation of fake coins. Later he asked people to exchange their coins, and again it was a heavy loss to royal treasury. Good. Actually, Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a mixture of opposites. He was a great scholar but lacked common sense. Next ruler was his cousin Firoz Shah Tughlaq. What did he do? He pleased ulemas, nobles and orthodox Muslims. Then what did he do to strengthen his position? He pleased them. Good. He imposed a tax on Hindus. What was that? Jizya. He was a staunch Sunni Muslim. Now we'll revise the reforms made by Firoz Tughlaq. He constructed tanks and canals. Land revenue was reduced. Coins with smaller denomination were started. He opened schools and gave grants to scholars. Why did he give these grants? Because he wanted to promote literary activities. Good. Now, the city founded by him were Hisar. Please speak after me. Hisar, Jaunpur, Firozabad and Firozpur. The last ruler of Tughlaq dynasty was Nasiruddin Tughlaq. Who invaded India at that time? Temur Lang. Who founded Sayyid dynasty? Sayyid Khizr Khan. Good. So dear students, I hope now you all are able to describe in your own words the projects of Muhammad bin Tughlaq which failed. You can also write the reforms made by Firoz Tughlaq to redress the grievances made by people. So you can watch this video lecture again to revise the Tughlaq dynasty. Tomorrow we will learn the stories of Lodhi dynasty, the last dynasty of Delhi Sultanate. Till then, bye bye. Enjoy learning. Thank you.